Hey, I'm Nakia. I'll be doing my outline speech, informative speech. I'll be talking about what it takes to be an athlete because I am an athlete myself, so this is why I wanted to touch on this topic. So the challenges of being an athlete, I feel like after you guys listen to me, you guys will understand of what it takes to be a student athlete, if that. So I guess, let's get started because it's very deep. Like looking from the outside is not the same as the inside. But just imagine waking up before sunrise, pushing your body to its limits every single day. Basically, the football players, a lot of the other ones probably do as much, but since I'm on the bowling team, it's not as much, but it's still a lot. If y'all know we had a bowling team, yes, we do have one. And just imagine making one mistake that could cost you your whole entire career. Like I said, football players again, they clashing and colliding all the time, tear ACL, something. So the question is, would you be willing to make those sacrifices just to chase a dream? As athletes ourselves, we have to take risk. That's a big thing of being an athlete. You got to take risks. If you don't take them, you're just in the same spot. So, what does this mean for us? Whether or not we are athletes or not, we all face challenges of dedication and resilience, honestly. People do admire athletes for our physical abilities and achievements. You just realize just how demanding the lifestyle could be, honestly. It's a lot. Like, I really can't say it enough. It's so much. And just to kind of go off topic a little bit, like with me being an athlete, like I said, I'm a bowler. My schedule is we weight lift like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And we practice as of right now, since season hasn't started, we only practice 2 hours a week. But when the season does start, it'll be 4 days out of the week for 2 hours. Well, two hours, 4 days out of the week, whatever. But yeah, it's a lot. And then, like I said, just touching topic on me, honestly, with being a student athlete, having to get my homework done, and on top of that, I gotta work. Listen, I know we talking about the broke college student thing, but I cannot do it. My first year, yeah. Anyways, back to it. Also, I guess we can talk about the crazy training schedules, At least we commit to the crazy training schedules, demand both time and energy. Most athletes train multiple times a day. I'm not for sure how football goes. I thought, at least one of my friends told me they practice 2 times a day, but, it could be many hours of the day. Athletes often start in the morning and continue into late evenings. The routine includes not only practicing their sport, but also engaging in strength and conditioning. I know a lot of athletes that also do a lot of recovery sessions, which is like the ice baths. I have never done one yet, so that will be interesting if I ever did. But ice bath is considered a recovery session. Also, we could talk about risk of injury. Along with the intense training, athletes constantly face the risk of injury. According to the Mayo Clinic, overuse injuries such as stress, fractures, and tendonitis. Sometimes accidents can result in serious injuries that require long recovery periods of even athletic careers. Honestly, I haven't got hurt that bad to where I've had to end my career as far as like playing basketball or, any of that good stuff. I just never had to, like, when you're in basketball, you sprain your ankle a little bit, but that ain't nothing compared to like the stuff here. So like, I haven't got any injuries, but especially common due repetitive emotions, high impact, and stuff like that is required. So for most sports, by the way, like I said, bowling does not have to deal with any of that. Okay, we don't have to do any of that. We just roll the ball, pray it strikes, pick up your spares, you're doing good. That's it. So So, you know, a lot of the stuff comes with proper technique, you know what I'm saying? And which is also a lot of time we use. We practice for, you know what I mean? So, you know, basically playing athletes involves much more than talent and winning. You know, it is about winning, but it's not always about winning. It requires an intense physical training, facing the constant risk of injury, the constant risk of injury, and managing significant mental and emotional pressures. Whew, excuse me. Now that I have explained to you how being an athlete can be difficult at times and also can be very inspirational and very risky. So, next time you see an athlete in action, remember to please give them their dues. Please thank them. Please let them know that you're doing a great job, whether you are doing crappy out there or not. Okay, listen, don't lie to them, but just let them know. But honestly, just give them praise, honestly, because I can say we, but like the football players, the basketball players, they do so much for us. And, you know, I just feel like we should be thankful for them. Like, you clashing with other football players to get us this win, okay? Like, a lot of people can't go out there and do that, you know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, like I said, these football players got to do work and all this other stuff. It's not easy. So, now I talked about, you know, basically being an athlete, taking the risk of injury. And, you know, like I said, give them their praise. Thank you. Tell them thank you for being a Hornet. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for deciding to come to our school to play for us. You know what I mean? So give dues. You know what I mean? Now that I have spoke about all that, yeah, I think I'm at almost 7 minutes. Don't want to go over. So you guys have a good one. Bye.